everybody, it's Tarkan back with another video. I have a question from a viewer, and I felt like it was a good idea to do a video about this because I get asked this a lot, actually, and it's regarding astrology. All right, so this is from 𝗃𝗍𝗍𝗍. Hi, 𝗃𝗍𝗍. Hi, Tarkan, can you talk about your opinion on astrology? Because I read something really bad about me, and now my brain is going crazy, imagining things I don't want to imagine, and I feel like I am ruining everything, and I feel like I have no control. I want to be the one saying what is going to happen, not some creepy astrology predictions. Well, 𝗃𝗍𝗍, I think that, the most obvious thing I'm going to say, you probably tell what I'm going to say. Why are you reading astrology predictions? Why are you looking at astrology predictions? If you're doing so from a place of trying to understand what's going to happen because you don't trust the process to begin with, you don't trust your ability to manifest and create what it is you prefer in your life, then of course you're going to go looking for answers out there. Some cards, tarot cards are going to give you the answers they seem to know. Astrology, it's all written in the stars, it's all predestined, and now this thing has told you you're never going to get what you want, yada yada. There's a destiny, there's predetermination, and there's nothing you can do about that, and you're just a puppet on a string. And of course your brain's going to rebel against that. What have I said so many times about your internal guidance system, right? Your emotional internal guidance system. It's always guiding you towards what it is you want. And it's always letting you know when you're pointed away from what it is you want and when you're pointed away from the truth, right? So understand this, that if you're reacting in this negative way to reading some astrology, what is your internal guidance system, your inner being trying to communicate with you by causing you to feel upset about what you read? Do you think it's saying, oh, that's the truth that you read, you should definitely follow that advice and that guidance? Or do you think that it's saying, not over there, what you want is not over there. It's not in the astrology prediction, it's not in the horoscope, it's not in the tarot cards. That made you feel awful, and we're making you feel awful because we want to let you know that's not the truth. You can create your own reality. You're not a puppet on a string. It is not written in the stars. You see what I'm saying? So when you're upset, when you're frustrated, when you're feeling impatient, avoid those kinds of things at all costs. Go do something else. But if you're sitting there reading astrology, and I know you're doing it from a place of, when is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? I need to know, I need to know, I need to know. Then what's the energy you're putting out there? What's the focus? What are you focused on? Are you focused on having the thing that you want in your life? Are you focused on feeling like you have it already? Are you feeling like you have it already? Are you going through your day going, hey, it's a done deal. I don't need to worry about it. I don't need to check any astrology or any tarot readings or any psychics out there. I like to call them psychos. But because a lot of them honestly don't understand this stuff that we're talking about. Okay. When you're going to like a psychic or a tarot reader or reading somebody else's horoscope that they wrote, you're picking up on their energy. The energy that they're putting out in that moment, okay? And you're going to draw answers from them that are going to reflect how you're feeling and focusing in that moment. So if you're getting an answer out of your astrology reading that doesn't please you, then guess what? Guess what's happening? That's a direct reflection of what you've got going on internally regarding the subject that you're curious about, regarding the subject that you most want to manifest, the thing, maybe in this case, a specific person, okay? If you're going into it with the feeling, I don't think this is going to happen, I've ruined everything. You didn't feel like you're ruining everything as a result of reading a bad astrology reading. You already had that feeling going on. You already had that energy and that focus going on. You were already focusing in that direction. Then you went into looking at this reading and it seemed to affirm for you or confirm for you what you suspected might be true, but actually it's only reflecting back to you what you were thinking is true, what you were worried about, what you were putting your predominant focus on. So you went into it going, I'm worried this isn't going to happen. I'm worried I'm ruining everything. So I'm going to go check the astrology because I need to get answers so that I can feel validated in what I'm doing, so I can feel some kind of peace of mind. And it doesn't give you peace of mind, does it? All it does is gives you back, feeds you back what you're already bringing to the table. So it goes, oh yeah, you're right, you're ruining everything. It's never going to happen for you. And you go, I knew it, this is awful. But understand that that's not the truth coming to you. That's only a reflection of what you brought to the table already. Now, if you were feeling awesome and amazing and you were sure about what it is that you're going to manifest, that you wanted to manifest, and you understood that you're a powerful creator, that nothing out there influences your creation, but your internal space and state of being influences your creation. And you're having a wonderful day and you're going, it's a done deal, but I'm going to read some astrology just for the fun of it, just because I don't need answers right now, but because, let's just say I'm curious. And then it goes, oh, wow, you're doing great. You're going to get everything that you want. You're on the right path, et cetera, et cetera. And then you go, oh, that's confirmation of that. See? But it's not confirmation, it's reflection. Understand that everything starts with you internally, okay? These things aren't giving you answers, all right? Your predominant energy and focus that you're bringing to the table is going to get reflected back to you through these readings and horoscopes and whatever else, all right? So that's very important to understand. If you're in a space of feeling, I've said this so many times, guys, if you're in a place of feeling frustrated and scared that it's not going to happen, then drop the subject, okay? Drop it. Don't be afraid to drop it. Don't think, oh, if I don't think about it obsessively 24/7, it's never going to happen, because that's precisely how it's never going to happen. You thinking about it obsessively 24/7 from a place of worrying about it, being impatient about it, being frustrated about it, that's never going to happen. Okay? Now, if you want to play Russian roulette with your emotions and with your manifesting and with your energy, go ahead and keep reading astrology things and tarot readings when you're in a place of worrying and being frustrated and impatient. You're only going to get what you call confirmation of what you think might be going on, but really it's a reflection of your current state. And you can change your current state, okay? Number one, when you're worried about manifesting or frustrated about it or worried it's never going to happen, drop the subject. Focus on things that are working in your life right now, even if they have nothing to do with your most, your biggest desire, your specific person, your money, the lottery winning, whatever it is, okay? Whatever you most have on your mind most of the time, even if it has nothing to do with that, go play with the dog. Focus on where things are working out in your life. There are always things working out in your life. You focus on those, and that's how you retrain your mind to look at things from a different perspective, from a better perspective, from a more positive perspective, from a more empowering perspective. Now you're putting out energy that can attract and reflect back to you better things, more desirable things from your external reality. You all are out there bouncing around still thinking that this is all real. It's not real. It's just a mirror reflection. You're in like a 3D game portal, okay? This is just a game, in like a video game environment. You're in a virtual reality, and you think it's real because it's designed to seem real. Okay, that's the whole point of this game we come here to play. It's so real that you immerse yourself so completely in it that you think this is all there is. What I see, what I can feel and hear and taste and touch is all that's real. And none of it is real, okay? The only thing that's real is what's going on inside of you, what you're focusing on, how you're feeling predominantly about your life, and specifically the topic that you are most focused upon, okay? Just focusing on a topic doesn't guarantee that it's going to happen the way that you want it to, because most of you out there focusing on how you don't have the thing that you want. And you think you're focusing opposite to that, but you're not. Because it's not just your mind and your thoughts, it's how you're feeling in response to your mind and your thoughts. Okay? So ask yourself before you sit down and go, I'm going to read some astrology. I'm going to look at some tarot readings. Ask yourself this: why am I doing this? What's the purpose of me doing this right now? Is it because I feel sure I'm going to have what I want and I don't care about what the answer is, because I know whatever the answer is doesn't matter, because I can create anyway, no matter what's going on around me, no matter what anybody says, even me, Tarkan, okay? Doesn't matter, because I'm the creator. I'm at the center of it all. I'm at the center of my personal reality. Nothing around me is really real. It's only a reflection of my inner state, my predominant inner state, my predominant focus? Or are you going into it thinking, I need answers right now because I'm unhappy with the way things are, because I need to be over there, I don't want to be over here? But the more you decide you want to be over there, the more you screech about it in your head, I want to be over there, I want to be over there, the more you're actually emotionally affirming and vibrationally affirming that you're not over there where you want to be. And the more you're affirming internally that you are not happy with where you are, and you need to get happy with where you are first. You got to stop looking for all the answers all the time, okay? That's very important, guys. I don't know any other way to put it. Now, I've looked at astrology. Sometimes I look at it, I look at tarot readings. I find them fun and interesting. There are ways sometimes for me to understand where, oh, well, how am I feeling about this subject? Because if I get something back that seems to be a bad reading or a negative reading, then I know, okay, I see what I have going on inside of me, and now I can make the adjustments, okay? You can use it as a tool that way. But take it all with a grain of salt, all right? Don't see it as that's the end result. You're not a puppet on a string. You're completely independent of all that stuff. You are a creator. That's what you came here to do, okay? Now, that's what I wanted to say to begin with. Now, some other things about this, specifically astrology, okay, because it's a video about astrology. Now, is there no truth to it whatsoever? And I wouldn't say that there is no truth to it whatsoever. I'm much less inclined to look at horoscopes, those things that are kind of treated like predictions, okay? I would avoid that stuff at all costs. But if you want to look into areas like, hey, there are certain personality traits of signs or certain kind of things that, you can look at to get a better understanding of yourself, okay, a better understanding of how you operate and function, then I would say there's some value in that where astrology is concerned. I have fun with that. I have fun looking at sort of charts, because I know charts aren't things either that are written in stone, and I'm not looking for any kind of future prediction doing that, okay? Because I set the future. I set which future I perceive and manifest and experience and live. There are multiple outcomes, many multiple outcomes to any situation. You get to choose which outcome you prefer by focusing on that outcome and by acting and feeling like you are in that outcome, like you're living it already. How would you feel if you lived it already? How would you think and act and speak and talk? If you had the thing that you wanted and it was down pat and you didn't have to worry about it anymore, would you be looking at astrology predictions, horoscopes? Would you be looking at tarot readings? No, you wouldn't care. Okay, you wouldn't give a damn about those things because you're living your awesome reality. That's the inner state of being you need to achieve. All right, but I find a lot of value in looking at things like like I said, like birth charts and things like that. Now, there is something to be said. I want to actually read a quote to you from Abraham Hicks, because I've looked this topic up quite a bit, and I knew Abraham had something to say about it, and it's as follows: your trajectory for your life experience did not start the day you were born. In other words, you kind of focused yourself into it even before you decided to come into this 3D virtual reality game that we're all playing here called life, the game of life. But your predominant intention was not to complete a trajectory that was set into motion prior to your birth. It was to explore life and continue to create this trajectory. So in other words, you come into this reality when you are at your fullest capacity. In other words, when you're in non-physical and you're that larger entity that I keep talking about, that inner being, that higher being, whatever it is, this ego identity that you call Angel or Tarkan or Sarah or Bob or whatever it is, this is just an experience you decided to come and have within this virtual 3D reality game environment, okay? That's all it is. It's not really who you are. You're just a fraction here of the larger being that you are, the larger creative, spiritual, non-physical entity that you are, the eternal entity that you are. That entity is always connected to you throughout this game of life. It's always guiding you, but most of us don't listen. It's guiding you through your emotional guidance system. That's how it's communicating with you. If you feel terrible about something, that means it's telling you in that instant what you were just thinking about or talking about is not the truth. It's not leading you towards the path of what it is you want and who you want to be. So change up your thinking. Now you think about something in a different way. You look at it from a different perspective. Suddenly you feel better, or you feel this great sense of relief. Now that's your inner being going, yes, now you got it. Now you're back on track. Keep following that path. Okay? It's really that simple. It's like a roadmap. Okay? That's all it is. So understand, yes, there are certain qualities that you decided to come in with. You decided to have your avatar be born in a certain place at a certain time, to certain parents and family members, under certain conditions. You decided that's how your avatar was going to begin the game, okay, with these sets of qualities, all right? And then from that point of your birth, you get to decide whether that avatar changes or not, or whether those qualities change or not. So none of that stuff is written in stone. Okay, now you can do your birth chart and look at those sort of qualities and the specific qualities of your birth chart. Sorry guys, there's some kind of construction. It's construction season around here. They have to spend their yearly budget on creating more potholes. So they're installing fresh potholes outside my building. Anyway, hopefully you can hear me over the din. The point I'm trying to make is that none of that is set in stone. You can change your avatar. You can change the trajectory of your experience here. That's what you come here to do. That's what we all come here to do, right? I didn't set out life saying I'm going to be a law of attraction coach on YouTube, all right? Maybe I came into this life thinking, well, I'm going to be born to a certain set of parents under these certain circumstances. Maybe this will be my trajectory at first to begin with, but then I'll change. At some point I change, you change, okay? We change throughout life, and we're supposed to change. Our preferences change, our tastes change, our desires change and evolve. You can get everything that you want right now dropped into your lap, and you won't be satisfied for very long, because you're not supposed to be. I think a lot of you guys out there think that once I have this thing that I'm so hyper-focused on, that'll be the end, and then once I have it, I can finally be happy forever and ever and ever. But you won't be. Okay, it's like the old saying, the thing where people go, well, finally I can win the lottery, or I'll retire and I'll go sit on a beach for the rest of my life and sip pina coladas and do nothing. Well, you can do that for about a week, and then you're going to get bored as hell. Okay, because we're not designed to just sit still and sip pina coladas and be happy constantly. Not in this game environment. Okay, there's always going to be something that's going to drive you forward and spur you on to change, to reach for even more. Because you're changing with every life experience that you are collecting here in this game. All right, all these little experiences, they're like little points. You put them in your little box and you go through life thinking, well, I have this now, I'm just going to be happy and shut up. No, but most people aren't, are they? Even when they win the lottery, even when they get the dream lover, something's always missing. And what's missing is that drive forward to keep evolving and reaching for more, to keep creating and keep changing and keep expanding, because that's the whole point of this. All right? So anything that tells you, gives you some kind of limiting message, like you can't have that thing that you think you want, or it's not going to work out, you're ruining everything, never believe that stuff. Always tell yourself, I am the creator. And if this is the message that I'm getting through my astrology reading or my psycho reading or my tarot reading, then that's only a reflection of what I'm thinking on the inside right now. And I have the power to change that at any moment. All I got to do is change how I focus on things, or what I'm focusing on and what direction I'm focusing on. That's it. And now that part may be difficult and challenging, but it's not impossible, because if you've practiced a certain type of thinking your whole life or for many, many years, of course it's become a habit, and habits are hard to break. That's why I always say, do not try to break habits. You diminish the current limiting habit by introducing a better, healthier habit and overriding that old habit with the new habit. That's how you do it. Okay, you introduce the new operating system and you install it on top of the old operating system. Now, some elements of the old operating system will still function, but they'll be greatly diminished or overridden by, I'm not a computer expert, but I like this analogy, okay? So for any of you nerds out there, maybe I'm butchering this, but you know, whatever the new programming is will dominate. Okay, and that's what you do. That's why you practice things like affirmations. That's why you meditate, because you're introducing new ideas into your mind, and you're practicing them until they override your old limiting belief systems. Okay, that's how you do it. When you feel terribly about something and you're getting a bad tarot reading or astrology horoscope, that should be your clue right there, going, oh, I see now. Now I have real evidence of where I've been putting my predominant focus. So now I can change up my focus. So either you drop the subject for a little while until you feel better, and then you can pick the subject up again from a better feeling place, which means you're more empowered, which means you'll be much more effective when you focus on that subject again. All right? So you do that, or you tell yourself a new story about the subject. All right, a more positive, empowering story. Now, I would not recommend that step. I would recommend for most of you out there, if you are feeling terribly and you're about to read an astrology reading because you're coming at it from a place of being impatient or thinking it's not going to happen, then drop the subject altogether for a while. And don't worry about that slowing things down. You're going to slow it down even further by continuing to focus on it from that disempowering negative place, that worrying place, okay? You're just shooting yourselves in the foot by doing this. And of course your brain is going crazy in response to this because it's telling you this is not the truth. This is not the truth. Your emotional guidance system, your inner being is telling you this horoscope is bullshit. Stop believing bullshit. The only thing you need to know about that experience is, oh, this is just telling me and signaling to me how I'm feeling, what I'm mostly focusing on. Now I switch that up. Now that I know what that is, then I actually have more power. Because knowledge is power. Now that I understand where I'm at with my focus regarding my specific person or my subject or my desire, now I know to change it up. Okay, guys? So I want to really emphasize this. Most of you out there coming to this channel right now, I think should not be looking at tarot readings, should not be looking at astrology and any of that, or going to the psychos to get your psycho reading, okay? You shouldn't be doing that. All right, you can do that again for fun down the road when you have a better understanding of this stuff, and when you have a better grasp and better control over your inner guidance system, you learn to read it better and you learn to switch your attention and focus better. Because with practice, you'll get it down, guys, okay? You absolutely will. So I want to urge you right now not to do that stuff. All right, focus on the prize, focus on the goal, focus on, switching up, practicing switching up the way you think about the subject that you're most obsessed about right now, okay? And stop being obsessed about it while you're at it too. Okay, guys, so 𝗣Angel, thank you for that question. I think it's very important. And I hope that it helped all you other guys out there watching this right now. I might visit this topic again in future. I think there's more to be said about it. But for right now, that's really all you need to know. From me, from Tarkan here at Manifestation.lab. And once again, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to wrap this up because that's getting louder out there. And I'm screaming, and my neighbors are probably thinking, what the hell is he doing? That crazy guy who talks to himself. Thank you. If you haven't done so already, please hit subscribe, hit that bell notification button. Please comment and like this video and share it with anyone you think would benefit from this message. Please consider leaving a tip, and thank you to all of you who have already. You can find a link for that down below in the description box. There's a PayPal link and a Cash App link. Also, there's a link there for my coaching services. So if you are interested in that, just click that link. That'll take you to the website and tell you everything that you need to know. Okay? So thanks again for watching, guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you're watching this, whenever you're watching this. And until next time, happy manifesting and bye-bye.